Thank you so much for your interest in Northstar. I'm Nell Ballard-Jones, principal of Northstar and the other schools on the Emerson campus. Northstar is unique among Lake Washington Choice Middle Schools in that we focus on thematic curriculum that changes each semester. For our sixth graders, we have an academic core that builds the foundation so that students can be successful in their multi-grade classes in 7th and 8th grade. Northstar teachers have incredibly high academic standards. We encourage a growth mindset and expect students to work hard to maintain consistent academic growth in order to meet or exceed district and state standards. Projects and studies involve extensive research, writing, presentations, and use of technology. Northstar's program is heavily reliant on the support from our parent community. You'll hear more about NAC, our Northstar parent group, later in the video. Community service is an important aspect of our school. Students are required to commit 20 hours of community service each year, and we encourage families to join in as well. It's important to us that we recognize our role as members of a larger community. At Northstar, we focus on personal development, teamwork, and leadership skills. One of the other unique aspects of Northstar is support group. Support group is a 6th period class that all students take. The support group teacher serves as an advisor for all 3 years that your student is enrolled at Northstar. The focus of the class is on leadership, communication, and personal development. Each year, your advisor and support group teacher will conference 2 to 3 times with each student and family about progress, goal setting, and plans for the future.
Hi, my name is Janet Bradley. I teach 6th grade math, algebra, 2 different art classes and support group. My art classes range from art history-based classes like Art Through Time and Modern Art to more medium or media-based like printmaking and crazy mixed-up media.
Hello, my name is Scott Mercer and I'm the social studies teacher at Northstar Middle School. The social studies program begins in the 6th grade when students take a foundations class called Fantasy Island. And in this class, students learn about the different concepts associated with social studies. The other required social studies class students can take in either the 7th or the 8th grade, and that's United States History and Government, in addition to Washington State History. There's also a lot of fun electives students get to take. So for example, this semester I'm teaching a class about the Pacific Rim and India, and also another class about the history of science and technology. In the future, I'm hoping to teach a class about sports and entertainment and the history and how it reflects on society, and also about the history of disease.
Hi, I'm Lua Carlson and I teach geometry and science at Northstar. My classes include a 6th grade science class called Science Inside Out, as well as astronomy, physics with toys, marine biology, biomimicry engineering, Washington geology, and several others. Hopefully we'll see you next year.
Hello, my name is Vincent Noto and I teach English and PE at Northstar. Some of the classes that I've created are history of rock and roll, debate, movie making, and creative writing.
Hi, I'm Harriet. I'm the office manager and registrar at Northstar Middle School. If you're interested in attending Northstar, please check the Lake Washington School District website under Choice Schools for application deadlines. Thank you.
Let me start off by saying Northstar is not an ordinary school. Here, we play dodgeball instead of running the mile, call our teachers by first name, and can fit into one classroom. To an outsider, Northstar may look like a bunch of tiny brown portables in the shadow of a larger school, but for the students who come here, Northstar is one of the best things that has happened to them. To be honest, before I came here, I didn't know Northstar existed. My family and I just applied for every choice school to see what I could get into. When we got an email offering us a spot in this school, the first thing we did was open up School Digger and see the ranking and reviews. We were surprised to see that Northstar ranked the 2nd best middle school in Washington and the 6th best school in the United States. I was happy to get into a choice school, but sad to leave my other friends. Little did I know that people make some of their closest friends here. A reason I chose Northstar is because of the community that is built here. Because we only have 90 kids, everyone knows everyone. All the teachers know you and can help you overcome your struggles. Northstar has classes traditional middle schools don't offer. These classes are taught around themes and are advanced, bringing me to the second reason I chose Northstar. The second reason I chose Northstar is because of the way the classes are taught. They're taught in unique, unusual ways, making the classes more interesting and memorable. For example, the English class I took was called Music Journal, where we learned writing through the history of rock and roll. In contrast, regular middle schools learn writing through book reports. A former student of Northstar became a professional writer for a popular magazine and wrote an article on this class, titled The Most Important Class I Ever Took, The History of Rock and Roll. In the article, she argues that music journal should be taught in every middle school. Another example would be philosophy. This class gave me a solid foundation in a subject I will take in college. In math, Janet is easily one of the best teachers I've ever had and really made sure we understood the concept behind each formula. More than 95% of the students here pass the test to skip 7th grade math and move on to algebra. In science, I took a class called Brain Power, where we learned all about the brain. The reason Lua, our science teacher, taught this class is so that we can learn about our brain and use it to our advantage. It is probably one of the most useful science classes I've ever taken. Now I know why I cannot sleep early, what the science is behind breakups, and how drugs affect the mind. We also got to dissect pig brains, which is pretty awesome. Northstar gives 7th and 8th grade students the independence to choose what classes we want to take, giving us an opportunity to find what interests us. Now I'm at the Cambridge program, which is an accelerated, fast-paced program at Juanita High School. I miss the attention from the teachers we got at Northstar, and I miss having genuinely interesting classes. In high school, I'm excelling at English and writing because of my time at Northstar. The foundations I got in math and science gave me an edge in my new classes. Lastly, I learned valuable time management skills in middle school, something that most of my peers struggle with now. To conclude, students who come here will want to stay here forever. I certainly did not want to leave. Thank you.
Northstar focuses on critical academic and social skills. Teachers will help students develop the ability to write multi-paragraph compositions, including fully developed sentences and paragraphs. Students will conduct extensive research, read advanced literature and nonfiction texts, and become strong with math, computational, and problem-solving skills. Students will also be taught the softer skills around class participation, cooperative learning, and consistent follow-through. Students considering Northstar must be ready to make new friends and also challenge themselves in a highly academic setting. At Northstar, students are also expected to be contributing members of their community. To do this, they are asked to complete 20 hours of community service each year, and families are encouraged to participate in the community service with their student.
Northstar Advisory Committee, or NAC, provides enrichment and financial support to Northstar students and staff. NAC supports after-school extracurricular activities, clubs, field trips, conferences. In lieu of other fundraisers, NAC recommends an annual financial donation. All donations qualify for corporate matching, are tax-exempt donations, and scholarships are always available.
Northstar is one of many great schools in the Lake Washington School District. At Northstar, we believe in a growth mindset and expect students to work hard in order to both meet and exceed district and state standards. In order to do so, students will be expected to do extensive research, presentation, cooperative projects, and weave technology throughout their learning. For families considering Northstar, please remember that it really must be the choice of the student. Students not interested in Northstar will neither be happy nor successful.
The most frequently asked questions that folks have about Northstar are about homework. How much can you expect your child to be working on each night? The average is 1.5 to 2 hours of homework per evening. Sometimes more, sometimes less. For math pathways, the most frequently asked question is, what math class will my student take? All 6th graders take 6th grade math. 7th graders either take algebra or 7th grade math, depending on their grade in 6th grade, their Smarter Balanced Assessment scores, and the Algebra Aptitude Test. Northstar class sizes average 30 students, which is the same ratio as at other Lake Washington School District middle schools. After 8th grade, most Northstar students return to their neighborhood high school. Others go to private school, and some others attend Lake Washington School District choice schools like Tesla STEM or the Cambridge program at Juanita. IEP and 504 status will not impact lottery chances. Due to our small size and limited staffing, however, we cannot serve all IEPs at Northstar. Students whose IEP services exceed what we can provide on campus must access those services at their neighborhood school. Ability to fully participate in Northstar's program might be impacted when accessing services at another neighborhood school. Northstar students who live more than a mile away from campus qualify for a free Orca Best Card. Parents can also coordinate transportation for their son or daughter with other families in the neighborhood. There is no yellow school bus district transportation for Northstar. For all lottery information, please see the Lake Washington School District Choice School page for updated deadlines, due dates, and lottery processes. We have 30 6th grade seats available in this year's lottery. 7th and 8th grade openings will be filled based on our existing wait list. If chosen in this year's lottery, your student has a supplemental Northstar application that is required prior to enrollment.